Thank you very much, Vice President DiPablo, and I'm very grateful to you and to President Zimmer for your leadership of one of the state's most esteemed universities. And of course, Secretary Dan Brouillette, thank you and welcome. Undersecretary Paul DeBarr, it's my privilege to welcome you both back to the state of Illinois. Thank you and keep coming back. Our history of innovation in Illinois is part of who we are. From the invention of the zipper to the development of the magnetic resonance imager, from the birth control pill to the nuclear reactor, from the original TV remote control to the first skyscraper, from the invention of the cell phone to the first graphical web browser, Illinois' world-class institutions have been fertile ground for the exploration that has propelled the world forward. We have an extraordinary technology workforce, 2 national laboratories, more than 100 incubators and accelerators, and world-class research universities with global leadership in business, engineering, and the sciences. Illinois produces 10% of all the computer science grads in the entire nation. Our tech startups produce the highest returns for venture capitalists of any state. Innovation is in the DNA of the state of Illinois. So, Mr. Secretary, Illinois would be delighted to put to work our capability and drive for revolutionary technological change as the Department of Energy's choice to launch development of a national quantum internet. Already, the Chicago Quantum Exchange has established Illinois as a leading global hub for this kind of research, and I'm proud that our state has dedicated $200 million to this groundbreaking effort, with new facilities coming to the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and right here to the University of Chicago. I want to thank our universities, our national laboratories, and the many brilliant scientists and researchers who have quietly dedicated their lives to advancing technology's next frontier. You know, the conditions under which we make this announcement aren't, frankly, anything like what we would have imagined a year ago. The COVID-19 pandemic has presented so many challenges. It's changed the world as we know it, and it's carried with it an awful lot of pain. But it's also reminded us of the importance of investing in science and innovation. Doctors and researchers and scientists around the world are able to work at a once unimaginable pace to find a vaccine or a cure for COVID-19. And that's in part because of our nation's history of making groundbreaking government investments in technological advances to make life better for all humankind. Chicago and Illinois are proud to once again play an important role in building a better future. So I want to offer my congratulations and appreciation to the Department of Energy, to the University of Chicago, to the University of Illinois, to Director Kearns and Director Lockyer, and our national laboratories across the United States, and all who've been involved in this critical step forward for our state, for our nation, and for the world. Thank you, and with that, I'll turn it back over to Juan DiPablo.
We are honored to have with us today Mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot. Since taking office, she has been focused on bringing more economic opportunities to the diverse neighborhoods of Chicago, a goal that is shared by the university. She's been a strong supporter of the national laboratories and the University of Chicago, especially with regard to increasing innovation and economic development. She played an important role in helping us bring both Argonne and Fermilab researchers to the city through the new offices here in Hyde Park. She and her office has been wonderful partners in helping us and the laboratories bring science programming to Chicago's schools and colleges. Most recently, as part of the city's response to the pandemic, the mayor leveraged the groundbreaking research from Argonne National Lab to model how COVID might spread in the city and in the state, and design interventions that might help us act better on the basis of the most advanced supercomputing calculations. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
Good afternoon, everyone. I do want to begin by giving a special thanks to our governor, not only for his leadership during this very challenging time, but his decades-long leadership in advancing Illinois' tech and innovation economy. Thank you very much, Governor. We are the better for the work that you have done and that you continue to do. I also want to acknowledge Vice President DePablo, as well as President Zimmer. And Bob, we wish you Godspeed in your recovery. The University of Chicago is very special to me, and as an alum of this great university, I could not be prouder to be here. Although as an alum of the law school, they usually didn't let us cross the midway, but I'm grateful that you let this alum into the rarefied air of the business school. I also want to thank our representatives from the scientific community that are here. And finally, of course, I want to thank the Secretary for being here, as well as Undersecretary Debar, and everyone at the Department of Energy for joining us here today. This is a tremendous opportunity. I think the governor did well to make the case, and I'll add a few words as well. Quantum internet is not something that's on the tip of the tongue of everyone, but I think we all recognize the importance of this moment and the power that it possesses to really change everything in the way in which we process information and also security of the internet. Today is about the future and how we as a nation will be taking the next steps in a new frontier on quantum networking. How we develop it, how we build it, and how we bring it to scale. Turning cutting-edge problems like memory storage and signal control into cutting-edge technology. And in the process, broadening our understanding of quantum mechanics itself. If history's a guide, though, new technology doesn't necessarily replace the old. It enriches what we already have at our disposal. And we know something about that history in our city. This is where the world's first sustaining controlled nuclear chain reaction took place. We are on that campus, and where the trading industry was modernized. And the University of Chicago and the University of Illinois are truly at the forefront of initiatives related to harnessing the power of hard science and technology. And with all the power of labs like Argonne and Fermilab, plus our robust tech community, which the governor spoke of, Mr. Secretary, we are well positioned to be a leader in the frontier of quantum networking. Driving science, industry, and national security all at once, giving our city and the entire nation the edge in fields like quantum computing and cryptology, and applying it to other faster-growing, high-demand fields like cybersecurity, which is critically important to our nation. There is no better place to do it than right here in Chicago. And as I said earlier, I know something about the power of partnerships, and no city demonstrates that better than us. As was indicated in the introduction, Argonne Lab has been our partner in our response through COVID-19. Many of the things that we are able to do, how we are able to forecast where we needed to head, is because of the generosity, but also the technology and the strength of Argonne coming to the table and being our partner. And with our universities like U of C, our two great city-run educational systems, and our incubators like 1871 and the Polsky Center, our innovation campuses like DPI, and our cutting-edge technology scene, Chicago is where it's happening. I want to also say another word. One of the things that we've learned through our response to COVID-19 is about partnerships and about collaboration. The governor and I talk about this all the time. But what we've also seen is collaboration and partnership across lines where people are normally competitors. What I think this experience has taught us is that there is tremendous power in partnerships and collaboration. And I'm confident that if we are able to get one of these awards and become a hub city, we're going to build on the collaboration that is already hard at work across our universities, across our laboratories, our tech centers, our life sciences, This moment has changed Chicago for the better, and we are well positioned to take advantage of this opportunity. Again, I thank you all for being here. I welcome you to the great city of Chicago. My pleasure to be part of this incredible presentation and event. Thank you.